Okay, hey! For the 5th time, we are going to have a discussion followed by a worksheet.
Don't give me a 60 this time, because I'll be talking all the time. And you gave me a 60.
If you don't talk, you get a 0?
Be glad I didn't give you a 30.
For what? I'm contributing to the class discussion.
Okay. Chapter 1, we talked about making money, which is gross income. Chapter 2, we talked about net income. Once you make it, where's it go? All the deductions that come out. Chapter 3 is now we've got the money, it's ours. We got it in our hot little hands. What are we doing with it legally? Okay? Why should, and the first thing they suggest in chapter 3 is you need to plan for where your money goes. You don't just put your money in your pocket and just whenever I need it, I'll have it. You need to have some sort of plan. Why? Guys, if I wanted to go to Six Flags or the other one in Oklahoma City,
Frontier City?
thank you, Frontier City, old age, catching up. I couldn't just pack up in the car and go today. Number one, it's not open today, but I couldn't do that. I don't have the money available. You have to have some sort of organization. If you want to go to Disney World and you got the cash available, just get in the car and go there now, you're in the wrong line of work, guys. Okay, that's a lot of money involved. You need to be able to plan for your money. I need something. I need to schedule something. I need to plan for things. Chapter 3 is about that. So one of the things they talk about when you're planning for your money is you need to come, what we're going to do in this is we're going to budget. A budget is a plan. Okay? Where's my money going to go? When I first got married, I had never done a budget. I never had bills. I was in the military and I had, we didn't have cell phones in those days. The only bills you had was, if you wanted to go buy something to eat. So when I got married and I had a family I had to worry about, my wife and I first got married, rent, electric, utilities, again, phone, no cell phone. We had to have bills. We had to set up things. You never had a phone in those days because you lived with your parents and they had a phone. And nobody had cell phones. So we had to create, we had to learn, we had to decide what we're doing with our money. Took a little bit of trial and error. There's a lot of times, especially after my daughter was born, we lived on popcorn for a month or two because my daughter needed food and you can't give a baby popcorn. So mom and dad ate popcorn while daughter had food. Parents do what they got to do. Okay? We have since learned a little bit better about budgeting. You learn to spend stuff. Okay? Okay, so you need to learn to budget. Some of the questions, one of the things we're going to talk about is, and this slide's a little bit early, but that's okay. What they suggest you do, I'm not asking you to do it. If you do it, it's a great job. But what they suggest you do in your textbook is for 3 months, but start with 1. Every day for the next month, anytime you spend a penny, a nickel, anything. If you use your debit card, if you pay with cash, if you spend money on anything, write it down or keep a receipt of it. At the end of the day, make a little pile. This is Monday's pile of bills, what I spend my money on. Do this every day for a month. Everything you spend money. I don't care how trivial you think it is. If you're spending money on it, you got a reason for it. So keep track of it. At the end of the month, take all these little pieces of paper and receipts and make a list of everything you spend money on. Categorize it. These are related to my house. These are related to my car. These are related to bills. Whatever you spend money on, keep track of it. Once you do it one time, do it 3 months in a row because you can get an average. Because guys, cell phones are not always the same every month. Especially if you go over your minutes, you've got to pay extra minutes. Electricity is definitely not the same every month. Heck, in August, electricity is going to be a little bit more than it is now. Okay, so you need to keep track of these bills. Why? Well, if you don't know where your money's going, do you really know if you're spending it right? I love my wife. We've been married for 36 years. If we go grocery shopping and we walk in the door, she knows I got to keep track of it. I got $200 to spend. When we get to the checkout, after taxes, we will be under $200 by $1 or $2. She's got it down. She knows how to estimate it. She knows what it is. But if I give her $100 and don't put any limits on it, here's $100. At the end of the day, she'll come home and empty out her purse, and she'll be $20 or $30 short, and she will have no idea where that money went. She walks down and sees something she likes, and she buys it.
Yeah.
Okay, my daughter, when she was still in high school, she got her first credit card, not a debit card, actual credit card. And guys, if you're a senior or junior in school, if you haven't started getting credit card applications in the mail, be thankful. Most high school students, they get credit card applications. They want to get you to get on a credit card because they want you to overspend. They want you to be in the hole because that's the way they make money. But my daughter is, that girl can make she can get blood out of a turnip. She can get every penny out of money she needs. The first month, she got her bill from the credit card, and without knowing it, she had spent $200. Where did the money go? She actually had to look at her statement from the credit card to figure out where she spent the money, because she didn't realize it. The money's there. Just pull out the credit card and use it. Okay? So you need to start paying where your money's going. Pay attention to where it is. You need to start paying attention to why I'm spending this. Do I need this money? Okay? Now when you start creating a budget, which we're going to do tomorrow, the first step is, I already told you, everything you spend money on. Okay? The first section, 3.1, they're talking about average. Okay? Because guys, again, you're not spending the same every month. I mean, there's months my wife and I will go out to eat 2 and 3 times a week just because we got to, we want to. I got a hankering for Chinese, I got a hankering for steak. We go out and do that. And like I said, when we first got married, there's weeks we lived on popcorn. I guarantee you the budget for food was a lot cheaper then than it is now. So your budget changes from month to month. Some months you spend more, some months you don't. Maybe you have to go to Oklahoma City because I'm a veteran. I go up there for the VA doctor sometimes. My wife is MS and diabetes. We got to go up there for surgery and stuff. It's going to cost us more to go up those months than when we don't. There's times, guys, I walk to work. Didn't have money for gas, you walk. So sometimes your bills are high, sometimes they're low. They change. So you need to figure out a basic average of what you cost. Because you got to be able to schedule it. How do you do an average? Mean also. What's an average? How do you figure it out? I wanted to do an average for the age for the students in this class. Don't include me off for the average. How do I do that? Divide by the number, okay? Now, let me ask you a question. This is just not meant as a trick question. Let me ask you a question. If I ask you to give me a 3-month average of your cell phone bill, okay? You add the 3 months you bills you get and divide by 3, right? Say, and this has happened to my son years ago, let's say your phone gets turned off for whatever reason. You don't have a bill 1 month. So the bill is 0, but I'm still asking for a 3-month average. How do you get a 3-month average if one of those months was 0? What do you divide by? 3. Because that's still a bill. It's a 3-month average. I didn't ask for the average amount you spent. I asked for the average for 3 months. So that's actually a question that's going to come up. You guys got your textbooks. If you do, open up your textbooks to page 158. Please do not write in my textbooks any more than has already been written. There is a chart on 158, figure 3.1. I normally print that out, and I will print it out for later for your notebook.
I didn't even get one. That's all.
Okay, you need that chart for the first 3 questions. Okay, on that chart, on 3.1 in your textbook, it's got 3 months worth of bills. Okay, so the first one is, question 1, credit card bills. Looking at each one of those months, page 158. Okay, 158, 3 months. So what is the first month's credit card bill? What? 121.74. What's the second month's credit card?
I'll become over this.
398.65.
And the third month's?
171.28.
Okay, all you're doing, you guys know this already.
All the pencils that are like, put too much lead out, like, just put the dust in there.
Okay, this is the total, you're gonna need this here in a little bit. This is the total of the three. Add them up. Since I'm looking for average, 3 months, what am I gonna divide by? Mr. Wright already said, we're gonna divide by 3. I don't care how many numbers we got, we're dividing by 3 for this question. This is question 1. Okay? You divide by 3. And then that's going to be your average for that 3-month period.
I got 591.
Yeah, I'm standing up. You're probably right. Like I said, I'm doing up here, and I'm being old. And thank you, guys. I keep telling you guys, don't trust me when I write this. Always check it, because when I'm standing up here, you don't. I taught in the GED program for math for several years over there, and I have students laugh at me writing up. Says, "Come up here." And I had one of them come up to the board, and oh wow. It's a lot different standing up here. You don't see the same things you guys do. That's why I step back half the time. Okay, so what do you get when you divide?
197. 122.
That I reckon, yes. Okay? That's your answer for number 1. Okay, now, question 2, question 3 is the same. You're going to go through and look for the categories. Now, question 3 on home repairs. Are you going to work on fixing your house every single month? If you got an old beat up house. If you got a nice house, are you going to spend money? Are you going to repair windows? Are you going to replace shingles? Are you going to repair parts of your house every month? If they need it. But normally are you? If it's a really good house? Probably not. So if they don't have a bill for the month, insert 0 and still divide by 3. Okay? And if you pay somebody, you still got to pay for them what? Okay? Question number 4. We're starting with the average. How many months are in a quarter of a year? So close. How many months are in a year? 12. What? A quarter is 1/4. So what's 12 divided by 4? 3. So when it says, question 4, your average monthly expenditure for gas for the first quarter is, and then it says you spent in April and you spent in May, they don't tell you what you want to do in June, which is what they want. So, question 4, I spent an average of $167.70. That's my average for 3 months. They give me 2 of the 3 months and they ask me for the 3rd month. Well guys, multiply by 3. Very good. And then subtract the 2 that you know, and whatever's left is the one you don't know, which is also what you're going to do down here too. Very good. Good job. Okay. Okay. Now, question number 12. I'm going to pretty much give you this one if you listen up. Okay. 12. Can you determine, looking at that chart in the book, can you tell me how much this family saves each month? How much they put in a savings account? Looking at that chart, can anybody tell how much money they put in a savings account each month? Why, Ms. Hunter? What? Not terribly wrong, but not what I was looking for. You're correct, and the answer is no. Do they say anywhere in that chart savings?
No.
Do they show anywhere in that chart how much they make?
No.
So you don't know if they're spending all the money they got or what. So you guys, sometimes the answer is it doesn't say is a correct answer. The whole point of that question is, if you're going to put money in the bank, you need to put it on your budget. Even though you may spend it 6 days after you get paid, you still need to put it on your budget. Budget, right? Savings. Okay? Hey, we're lucky if it makes it past the day, it makes it to the bank. So, okay? Okay. Now, last thing I'll help you with, then you're on. Question 14 on the back. Put your cell phone on, Miss Uni. Question 14, top of the 2nd page. Okay? Transportation costs. Okay? Again, same chart. Transportation costs. It asks for anything related to your car. Toll to get up and back to Oklahoma City, Parking, if you gotta use a parking meter, gas, car oil. Now, they're on your
What
chart.
about the toll booths?
Toll booth, yes. On your chart, down at the bottom, there's a category that says fuel oil. Fuel oil. It's in September, the bottom entry. That fuel oil is not for the car. It's house fuel, very good. Up in the north, instead of using propane like we use here, LPG, they use a liquid oil that's lighter than motor oil, but heavier than gas.
I use kerosene in we use some in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, it's the same type of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, fuel oil is what it is. They have a big tank, like the gas stations do, in your basement a lot of times, in the backyard sometimes. And what they do is when you're getting close to running out, they bring a truck up there, hook it up, and pump and fill up your tank. And that's what you're using to heat. That's fuel oil. That is not for the car.
So is it cheaper than
The problem is up north, LPG doesn't burn as well. So it's older stuff. They have older houses up there.
We had to go get it all the time.
Yeah. You got to fill it whenever it's empty. When we lived out in Faxon, we had a propane tank we had to do and fill it up because we had no gas up there. It's the same thing, but they what?
I live in India, so I don't live on.
Yeah. But fuel oil on that question is not for the car. It is for the house. Okay, keep that in mind. So if it has any household expenses, fuel oil falls in that category. So if you got questions to ask, this is all I'm going to give you today. Tomorrow we're going to do the last two worksheets in chapter 3.